So guys, today's video I will be talking about the University of Luxembourg, alright, because this is a much requested video from subscribers. I want to talk about it today so that you can be aware of what is happening. First of all, before I continue with the video, my name is Milton Fonkwa, and if you are new on this channel, please do not forget to subscribe, alright? Subscribe now, you may forget. Thank you so much for understanding. So like I said before, I will be talking about the University of Luxembourg admissions, everything you need to know so far as the University of Luxembourg and Luxembourg is concerned. Again, with the insurance and the fees and the programs, alright? First, before I start the video, not continue, before I start, I want you to understand that Luxembourg is one of the richest countries on earth, if not on earth, in the European Union, okay? And the population in Luxembourg is around, let's say, 650,000 inhabitants, alright? Most of the people in Luxembourg don't even live in Luxembourg, okay? And they speak three languages. They have Luxembourgish, German, and French, alright? And most of the people in Luxembourg speak mostly the German and the French. Though Luxembourgish is the language, but it's not that renowned, and English is also being spoken because there are a lot of internationals from across the world and workers too from Belgium, Germany, and France who are also moving into Luxembourg. So the University of Luxembourg is one of the best universities in Luxembourg, alright? And I think it's the cheapest university in Luxembourg because when you get an admission at the University of Luxembourg, what you need to do now is to pay just a token, let me say a registration fee, which is 200 euros, right? That is how much the University of Luxembourg charge. There was a subscriber who came to me and was like, Milton, are you sure this is the tuition fee for the University of Luxembourg? So far, what I've seen or what I know is that when you get an admission, all you need to pay at the University of Luxembourg is a registration fee, and it is 200 euros. That is all I know for now, alright? Maybe in the future I may find something, but this is what I know and what I have seen, alright? But other universities in Luxembourg, especially the business universities or business schools, you will be charged 5,000 euros plus, up to like 17,000 euros a year, alright? So you should understand that. Now, for you to apply at the University of Luxembourg, admissions opens every February, alright? Admissions opens every February and ends in April. So, let's say if you are looking for a program to study a bachelor's at the University of Luxembourg, you can study a BSc, you can study an MSc or a PhD, alright? Bachelor's, master's, or PhD, it depends. PhD applications, you can apply at any time when you have gotten a supervisor, alright, and discuss with the supervisor. He or she will start your application and you complete it. That is how PhD functions. But when it comes to BSc, the University of Luxembourg has 14 BSc programs in 3 different faculties, alright? The programs runs from biology, medicine, engineering. They also have physics, alright? They also have mathematics, economics, finance and economics, finance and management, alright? There is also education, there is also social work, and geography and spatial planning or planning, alright? So these are just some of the programs at the University of Luxembourg, and if you look across the website, you are going to realize that there are just 14 for bachelors, alright, and there are about 48 for masters, alright. There are about 48 master's degree programs at the University of Luxembourg across same 3 faculties, alright. And most of these 48 programs are, some of the programs I've listed, they have BSc in geography and spatial planning. They also have BSc in finance and management, economics and finance, alright, biology. So the programs I listed before are some of the programs offered for masters as well, alright. But the most important thing you need to know is not the admissions date. Like I said, it's going to commence, admissions is going to start by February 2022 and ends in April 2022, alright. So always make sure you check the university's website. Now, what you need to know first, you need to go to the programs, you check which one you are eligible to apply for. First of all, check which programs are available and in which language, because I realized that there are programs at the University of Luxembourg which are taught in English. A majority of them are taught in English language, alright? Few are taught in Luxembourgish and some are taught in French. And now, for you to study in English at the University of Luxembourg, I always emphasize to international students that IELTS or the TOEFL score is very important, alright, especially when it comes to Belgium, Finland, Luxembourg, or any other country that you know English is not the first language, alright. It is important, and for you to gain an admission at the University of Luxembourg, I am telling you authoritatively today that if you get the IELTS score, you are 5% ahead of somebody who don't have it when applications for admissions is concerned. Alright, now if you must study a language, or let me say a program or course which is taught in the French language, know that you are going to show proficiency in French language, alright, at least, let me say, maybe proficiency of about 65%. If your program is in German, you must show a German score or a German language certificate of at least a B2, right? And note that if yours is in English, your IELTS score or your TOEFL score should be at least 6.5, which is a B2, equivalent to a B2 proficiency, alright? Now, what you need to know, when you have selected the program, there is no application fee at the University of Luxembourg. You go to the website. What you need to do is you click the website, you register, right? You fill in your details, you choose your program, you upload your documents, you submit your application, and you wait for feedback, right? The feedback is going to come in either ways. You may be asked to send supporting documents. You may be asked to confirm some documents, and you may be accepted or rejected. Alright, in case you are rejected, you can't do anything. It means that you didn't meet admissions requirements or prerequisites. Alright, if you are accepted, now what you need to do is you have to confirm your spot at the University of Luxembourg, and you are going to do this by paying your registration fee of 200 euros. Remember, I said 200 euros. Alright, now for the required documents that you need at the University of Luxembourg, of course, like I said, English proficiency test is very important, and you are going to be submitting International English Language Testing System, which is the IELTS score, alright, or the test of English as a foreign language, which is the TOEFL. The TOEFL, being it the internet-based or the written, no problem, alright. Then the next thing you need to also check is educational qualifications. Remember, I said programs at the University of Luxembourg varies per qualification, or requirements varies from one country to the other. Alright, though especially those who are coming from African countries like West Africa, Central Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Congo, South Africa, or whichsoever country you are coming from in Africa, make sure you check the requirement with respect to your country. Alright, requirements varies. First, if you are applying for a BSc, you must have graduated from a high school. If you are applying for a master's, you must have gotten a BSc degree or certificate. Alright, some people will come and ask me, are diplomas allowed? A diploma can only be allowed at the University of Luxembourg when you are applying for bachelor's. You cannot use a diploma or an HND to apply for let me say a program for masters at the University of Luxembourg. Alright, because I know students will come and ask me this. Now, when you have gotten your admissions at the University of Luxembourg, remember, I'm still talking about the requirements. First, you need your educational certificates for those who are applying. BSc students, you need to show proof that you have graduated from high school. Master's students, you need to show that you have graduated from high school and have a bachelor's degree. Alright, and when you are applying for a program like mathematics for masters, make sure that your BSc was masters. If you are applying for a program for masters like biology, make sure that your BSc was biology. If you are applying for something like economics for BSc, make sure that you passed economics in high school, mathematics, alright, and of course accountancy or something, alright. Economics and mathematics, very important. So don't mix up the program. You cannot be applying for social work whereas you are a chemistry student. No, it doesn't work that way. Now, when you have been accepted, you pay your registration fee of 200 euros. The next thing now you need to do is to apply for your residence permit. Now, how do you apply for the residence permit at the University of Luxembourg? You need to go to the nearby consular or an embassy which is in charge of Luxembourg. And most of our African countries, let me say students who are coming from Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, most of these countries don't have the Luxembourg embassy. In this case, there are some other embassies, like in Cameroon, we have the Belgian embassy in Bastos, Yaoundé. For those of you in Cameroon or Cameroonians, know that you are going to be applying for your long stay visa, which is a residence permit from the Belgian embassy. Contact the Belgian embassy if you have an admission in Luxembourg. Alright. Now, when you have gotten the visa, you need to pay your flight, and remember, you need accommodation. Accommodation, you will obviously get accommodation links or contacts from the university website or from your admissions letter. A link will be there for you to pay an accommodation. Know that accommodation in Luxembourg is somehow a problem, and most of the workers in Luxembourg don't live in Luxembourg because of accommodation issues. But if you are living in the student dormitory, you may spend around 400 euros. Alright, it is advantage for you as a student than a worker to live in a student dormitory in Luxembourg because it is going to be very cheap. Now, when you arrive Luxembourg, there are certain things you need to know. Right, first, like I said, Luxembourg is the richest country, if not on earth, but in the European Union. The richest capital is the Luxembourg city, and it is found in the European Union as well. Now, Luxembourg is a member of the European Union, a member of the NATO, and other organizations, and they are very rich. There is business booming, and the economy is thriving well. So, know that when you finish in Luxembourg or as a student in Luxembourg, you are going to get a job if you look for a job. Remember, jobs don't look for people. People go look for jobs. Now, again, as a student in Luxembourg, you are entitled to so many things. Now, for those who didn't know, transportation in Luxembourg is free. Know from today, I am the one telling you, public transportation is free, whether it's a train or a bus or a shuttle or whatsoever in Luxembourg. Transportation is very, very free. So as a student moving to Luxembourg, you don't have a problem when it comes to transportation. All right, that is already sorted. So what you need to fight for is to get your residence permit or your student visa. All right, because the visa you are getting is a visa for more than 90 days. Like I said, Nigerians, please verify where you can get it. I believe the Belgian embassy in Abuja can offer you a student visa to Luxembourg or a residence permit. All right, so these are some of the things you need to know. Like I said, the University of Luxembourg is the cheapest university in Luxembourg. Right, there are other business schools in Luxembourg, like the business schools in Luxembourg City. Alright, there are so many business schools where if you are an economics student or an accountancy or a management student and you have money, you may tend to pay like 5,000 to around 12,000 euros a year. You can apply and move to Luxembourg. I know people are still going to come to me and ask Milton, what about the proof of funds? There is a video on this YouTube channel that I did talking about proof of funds to study in Luxembourg. Please watch the video and make sure you follow what I said. I may be wrong, I may be correct. I am just human. I don't know everything. Alright. So I believe everything I'm giving you is going to guide you, not that everything is okay. Alright. But to the best of my knowledge, this is what I know is correct. Alright. So please do not forget, check the programs and select which is good for you, and make sure you bring closer your documents. Alright. Don't carry an HND or a diploma certificate to apply for masters in Luxembourg. It won't work. You can try and apply for bachelor's again. Alright. Remember, it is very important you follow instructions when filling an application form, especially in Luxembourg or in a European Union country. Alright, because I know most of them are very strict when it comes to admissions. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please, if it was, give it a thumbs up and don't go without subscribing. Until we meet again, peace.